Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 63 yards. And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Moore, and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stidham to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Stidham. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, here's Stidham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Stidham. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stidham. And Waller taking it in over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Stidham. The open man here, Renfro. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now it's Stidham. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. big tight end across the formation left. Stidham going back to the air. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Stidham, off play action. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now Stidham on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They were so close, that close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Out of the gun, Stidham. Caught out right by Renfrow. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. Stidham going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Left side to Lamb. And they bring him to the ground just... throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
after the made field goal. Marr back out there to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was Isaac Rochelle there to make the play defensively.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on 1, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 10. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Running right through him. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Stidham, third down from the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and he caught that ball free.
Stidham going for it on 4th. He gets this to Devontae Adams, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Prescott to throw on fourth. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run left with Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Fourth down, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Maher is good. And that stretches its lead to 20-8. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He's got a man complete past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Keelan Cole, 78 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Pollard again. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Stidham gets this to Waller, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stidham. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stidham to throw it. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Here's Stidham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Stidham. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Throwing now is Stidham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletions. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards in the sticks move. He's back to throw.
Clutch, bitch.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp.
Thanks for eating the clock for me, dumbass.
Well, you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
It's a 48.
He's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Take the 48. We're going overtime.
It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Going to overtime with full momentum. And we get to play defense first. We are at the edge.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They get a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Prescott to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Kaiser. And the Raiders are going to take
He's going to come back to that play. We put him in that vert hook.
What a big-time interception. reception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Throw left side taken in by Renfro.
GD's. How dare you play man coverage on me?
Score, touchdown Las Vegas. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles.
And that's how you do it, fellas, man. Come from behind. And clutch.
I would agree with that, and their
Doubt me.
unhappiness hurts the guys in concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy
Game tried to help him with a fucking pick too, but
what a dramatic way to finish this
he bounced back.
I mean, this game was
We
dramatic
stood him with 3
all the way
touchdown
through. That's
passes.
why we got to overtime, and then to go ahead and finish it this
Renfro,
way.
bro. He's like my go-to target, bro.
But the team that came in here and won this one on the
But
road,
let's talk about
they
this
sprinted to their locker room.
bullshit ass fucking shit right here.
That was coming.
Like, he run committed for one, okay? You shouldn't be picking shit off if you run commit, bro. Like, you should have no awareness at that point. I mean, I tried to overthrow it. It wouldn't even let me fucking overthrow it. So that's that, right? Renfro has good pursuit, okay? He's a special teamer. They don't even let me tackle him. Y'all see this? Like, right here, I'm trying to tackle, and it doesn't let me even animate. So I was like, okay, fine. Let me click on to someone else. I got the edge. I got the fucking sideline. You know, I bump them. Like, what is this? Then everybody just dives for no reason. Like, the dive tackles on next gen are horrible. At least on current gen, you know, they would get a tackle, you know, in some of those situations. I mean, shoestring tackle at best, but, you know, one thing I hate is how the AI just dives and misses. Like, they never make contact when the AI dives. It never. Like, I refused it. I don't even think that shit happens. But anyway, we got him with the clutch touchdown to kind of put it in position. He tried to play man coverage with Anthony Brown, bro. Like, bro, don't do that. Your man's gonna get torched over there. Caught him with the cover 3 beater. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, he had a third, but I guess he was user in the third. And he was trying to, I guess he manned him up on Waller. No, that was his user. Now he clicked on to the defensive tackle. We caught him. He manned him up and then tried to click on the defensive tackle. That was a dumb fucking move, bro. Why would you do that? You could tell he wanted to run. We kind of constricted him a little bit. I kind of got a little creative with it. I zoned my linebackers off and I put Kaiser in a 3-rec hook so that he would fight on the running back instead of play over the top. Notice how Kaiser over there, 43 on number 20, he's sitting with the running back. And then instead of blitzing my user, I kind of sit on that little in route that he was going to try to hit. So I'm going to sit on that. I know he's going to get picked up on that corner route because I have an outside quarter over there. So he's good. We got a third combo on the left side. I'm not getting that off, bro. It's like I'm only rushing 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5-man rush. And he's straight keeping up the point of attack. Good adjustments. I think this is the reason why I started sitting on that dig route, yeah. When I seen him, like, I knew I was taking the running back away with the 3-rec hook. Notice how Crosby was sitting on it. I didn't want him to get a quick pass over there. I was going to try to, you know, do something with the defensive tackle, but it kind of didn't go the way I wanted it to. But I seen he hit that, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to start sitting on that the rest of the game. That's damn sure what I did. First quarter, I just had the wrong game plan. That Stidham was rough. I forced that one. I don't know how you got free. It's like you see a lot of people do that blitz right there. It's like he spreads his line out, I guess. He's blitzing both corners, so you'd have to block a tight end to defend that. The dude really trying to run stretches out here. That's why it's important to have his defense. So I got my Sam linebacker to match up with the tight end. Tight end and the tackle. You get your 3-tech one-on-one with the guard. And then you take the over the top. You play that 4-eye and read them to the outside. See how my user, I'm not shooting the gap. I'm just taking that outside read away. Because see, as long as that fullback's in motion, that's a gap that I have to read. So I have to kind of be the quarterback of the defense and take that last gap away. Because if I try to shoot, he kicks it outside, it's a touchdown. That's the only thing, like when you play this defense, you have to play that assignment. But we did a good job right there, just plugging that hole. He really just wanted to run. Like I said, that shit worked on current gen, and I told myself when I get on next gen, I ain't gonna let nobody just sit there and run. He got lucky with his pass. This kind of showed me his offense earlier. Like once I seen the play and what he was gonna run, he shouldn't have got that, to be honest with you. But I ended up adapting. I probably could have put Crosby in a 3-ret off the gate, but then he would have probably hit that dig route. So I was kind of just looking at everything he wanted and how much time I was going to give him to throw it, really. So like I said, so you went from that to the end of the game where he came back and ran that same play. So he runs the same play flipped. And notice the difference. I'm sitting on the dig route. The 3-ret cook defends the running back out the backfield. And we still had the third combo to match up. I probably could have left 26 in man. But the issue with playing man coverage, they usually play under coverage. So if he runs like a fade or something, he gets a press release or whatever, the receiver will get behind the DB. That's the only disadvantage of playing straight man. So I'll usually play man on the slots. The reason why is because slot receivers do not line up on the line of scrimmage. Like, you kind of pay attention. Notice the outside receivers are on the are at the point. Okay, slot receivers behind, so you can play man on any receiver that is behind the line of scrimmage. You cannot play man on any receiver that's a point. The reason why is because they're going to just throw you to the side and they're going to get a free release, especially if you don't have like an elite corner. So it's just something that maybe you guys can kind of, add to your game. Be like, hey, let me try this. If I play man coverage, I'm only putting this guy in man coverage because he's the only one behind the line of scrimmage. So that's kind of just breaking down a lot of the adjustments I did with just a simple tell. If they're behind the line of scrimmage, you can man them up. If they aren't, then there needs to be like some match zone or zone principle over near them. That's pretty much, like I said, that's the main thing that I kind of put into the defense, really. Maybe it'll make sense for people. Maybe it won't, but time will tell. See if we can make another fourth quarter comeback game. I hate being in those situations, but, how else do you learn? You got to put yourself in them. I mean, if it was all of us, I mean, really, we just want to dominate your opponent every game in and out. But Madden's not going to allow you to do that. No. That'd be too much like right. Then you'd be like, the game's too easy and you won't play it and you won't buy it next year. Right? Steelers. We're gonna take your go-tos away. You're gonna take your go-tos away, bro. It be like that. That's how Madden is. Unless you have like a party chat.
Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
I like your attitude.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
Can I ask you a question?
A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
You scared of the boogeyman? I'm the boogeyman.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I fear no one. God isn't real.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
He was created by man to control the weak-minded.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated at both levels, doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You like that defense, don't you?
Better start to this game than they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down.
Keep that energy.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Pickett right back to the air again. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taking it about the 1.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building over their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Buying time to his left.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Najee Harris.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
It's always a tale of 2 halves.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
16. Raiders, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, 1st quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Stidham. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Stidham off play action. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they act panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stidham. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Stidham escaping the pressure right. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Touchdown, Raiders! Foster Moreau from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Finding room at midfield.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Pickett now on 1st down. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Counter play with Jacobs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They go play action with Stidham. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete to Adams. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Stidham. He'll buy some time right. Caught out right by Renfro. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Pulls it in at the 13. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Stidham. Eluding the pressure, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A loss of 9. Brings up 4th down.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Flushed out right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 22. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stidham's throw complete here to Waller.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Stidham. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
It's brought in by Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On second and goal, Pickett rolling to his right. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now
Pickett going to keep it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. On first down, Stidham. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Stidham. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Second down, Stidham to throw. The open man here, Renfro. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and
Now it's Stidham. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
a big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go, Stidham on 4th down.
PI.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Pickett. Touchdown! Najee Harris from a yard out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action now. Stidham. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Pickett now from near his own goal line. Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
He's at the 50. Spins away.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Pickett.
That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be
That's
their
broken.
points of the game?
No, but what a second half.
Running back should have did a better job picking that up. Should have been a double on it.
Certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going
It's just one of them
in,
plays that shouldn't have happened.
Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
running back shouldn't be like right there on me. He needs to be kicked off to the side. Contain shouldn't be using pass rush moves. Like if he's in a contain, like he shouldn't be able to do swim moves and shit. It's gay. Moody, what are you blocking, bro? Contain shouldn't be free rushing, bro. If you're in a contain and then you get picked up, you shouldn't be able to be like get double sheds off sheds like that. I mean, granted, I could have kicked back to the other side, but still. 72 should have picked that up. Hopefully we get us a better center. I don't think Andre James is going to be it long term. We can get us like at least a center that can get like 80, 85 overall. Get some better linemen. Illuminor is good, but not great. I should have waited on that. I mean, it was there, but probably should have ran like a dig behind it. Ran the vertical on the inside instead of the crosser. And then hit like a dig behind it. Pull the coverage away if he was playing some variant of match. I don't even think that should have been a pick, bro. Need a better center. Center's got to be able to do that. Guard has to pay attention, like even on play actions and the tackle drives the edge outside. You know, the interior blockers need to have situational awareness to see who needs help. They shouldn't just be standing there. It's really the left side were fine. Like 74, 66, they're doing what they're supposed to do and they're holding their block. It's the other side, they're just they don't know what they're doing. There should be a double team where 72 is like 54 should go ahead, just double team him or double team to the center. That's what it is. Sometimes you just gotta go back and look. Probably give me some sleep. I'm tired as fuck. I'll catch y'all in the morning.